Good afternoon, everybody. Sorry to keep you waiting. At least it is a beautiful day here in Skopje. I am back for the third time at least in this job. Obviously, I've been here more than a dozen times over my career. We had a very productive day of meetings today at this very important moment for your country. The U.S., as you know, has been very proud to work alongside the European Union with all of the political forces here to try to overcome the political crisis of the last year, resulting in the Przino Agreement. There has obviously been some progress to implement those agreements, but now it is time to complete the work and set Macedonia on a course for free and fair elections. The major parties have been talking about how to get to elections for some time, even before I arrived. Today I saw all four major party leaders, and I have to say that I leave Skopje encouraged by what I've heard. That in coming days, we hope, the negotiating teams can join around the ideas that are on the table now and chart a course towards elections. This is obviously going to take political will on all sides. I felt that that will is there in the meetings that I had today. And of course, Ambassador Baily and our team will continue their strong work alongside the EU to try to help the forces come to an agreement as quickly as possible. Obviously, my second goal here today was to help lend support to the process of strengthening justice and rule of law here in Macedonia. I had a chance to talk to some civil society activists and journalists today and to encourage them in the courageous work that they're doing. I also had a chance this morning to see Mrs. Yanova and her team. Her work is vitally important to bringing true rule of law, accountability, and a clean justice system to this country, something that is absolutely essential if Macedonia is to achieve its Euro-Atlantic objectives, to reach its goal of being an EU member and a NATO member, something that the United States has long supported. I'm delighted to take a couple of questions.
Ms. Nuland, Jana Božinovska, news portal, whatever. Ms. Nuland, did you get any guarantee from political parties that they will be committed some progress in political dialogue?
Obviously, this is, as I said, an ongoing process. The parties are talking, but as I said at the outset, I am encouraged. I felt that all four of the major leaders want a deal, they want it in coming days, and there are good ideas on the table how to get there. So I'm leaving encouraged.
I have two questions. Did the issue of your talks today was the establishment of special court? And the second question is, Mr. Lee was here, Mr. Heindel was a few times, but the political dialogue is at that end. Why you are so hope that your visit will move things from the back point? Thank you.
Obviously, on the question of justice, as I said, we support the work that the special prosecutor and her office are doing. In terms of additional support structures, there are lots of ideas out there. I think what's important is that the system be clean and be accountable and be effective. Again, this has been a process. Obviously, for all of us, we would have liked to see it go faster. But as I said, even before I arrived, hard work was ongoing with US and EU support on a package of ideas to get Macedonia on course for an election, to fulfill the work of the Przino Agreement. What I was hoping to do today was give that work support, give it a nudge, and I do feel that the leaders want it, and we will stay with you as we work to close it in coming days, we hope.
Were there any discussions with the leaders, maybe, and the special prosecutor about creating a special court or a part in some of the courts to proceed all the cases connected with the wiretaping scandal? And the second, are the United States, are you considering any sanctions maybe or some other consequences for the country if there's not a deal? 1 year ago exactly you were here and kind of encouraged also, but there's no any progress. What will happen if this situation is happening again?
Well, on your court question, I think I just answered it. There are a number of ideas about how to get from making cases to closing cases, and we are open to ideas that can be agreed and that strengthen the system. On your second question, obviously our hope is to solve this, so we don't have to go in that direction. Thank you all very much.
Thank you.